Hi guys, I'm Nina, you're the intro bang hipster darlings, and I have some exciting news! And if you are on Twitter, you know this already. My Twitter, by the way, is down in the dungeon. If you want to follow me, that's where I do updates a lot. Like, eerily creepy a lot. Today, I finished my novel! So freaking awesome! I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory. It's 3 love stories. It's about this woman at the heart of it, and she is kind of in love with 3 things. Her husband, her writing husband, and her job. Okay. I was determined to make that day more productive with everyone. I wanted everyone to be a little bit happier, and I tried to do that. No one really noticed. John was distracted by his damn phone all day, and it was driving me crazy. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to set things off again. God, it was really hard though. When I came home and saw Don, though, he didn't really want to do anything either. He was either busy researching or doing some work. I wasn't even sure where they had gone, but they certainly left me behind. I let it go on for a few days like that, and I was just done with it. I was done with them both. I was done with the way they were treating me and how this was coming out. I was not someone they could idly toss away like a gum wrapper. I knew that I would have to do something drastic with each of them. John was fairly easy. I would just not go to work. Don was a little harder to plan for because I never really wanted to get his attention this badly. I didn't know what worked on him. I would have to find it. So on Friday, I didn't go to work. Donovan looked a little confused when he left for work. He didn't ask, but he knew something was up. My normal time for being at John's came and went. He called, and I didn't answer. This was the way things had to be, I told myself. You have to keep up this, or he won't get it. He Facebooked, and I deleted the messages. He DM'd on Twitter, and I didn't bother. I'd cut him off from everything. Eventually, he would come around. He stopped everything after a while. I could tell he was trying to work without me. It lasted longer than it normally did, but that wasn't really surprising to me. He had built up some tolerance for being on his own, but he would come around. I did other things while he tried to work. I watched television. I cooked lunch for myself. I put my hair up. I looked up actors. Anything to not give in to the urge to go to him. It was always like this. It was a battle, but I would do it. At about 4 in the afternoon, my doorbell rang. I fluffed up the pillows and arranged them perfectly and let it wait for a minute. The ringing became more incessant, and I smiled. I went over and opened the door, and he just walked on in. I had won. He was over here. He couldn't stand it. What the hell is wrong? He asked, a little angry, but I tried not to let it hurt. I knew it was for the best. I knew this was what he needed. He only yelled because he was angry, and he cared about me. What's wrong? You mean besides you and Don completely acting like I'm not even here? Besides that, there's nothing wrong, I told him. He looked hurt. I don't do that. Yes, you do, John. You were so distracted with your phone yesterday, you didn't even care what I had to say. I knew because during that time, you promised to take me and Don to the Eiffel Tower. What? He asked. I shook my head. That's exactly my point. You didn't even care. I need to be able to give myself over to you, and if you're not going to listen to me, I'm not going to come to work. You knew this was coming. What happened with you and Don? He asked. I didn't want to talk about that with him right now. Babe, I love you. I want you to know that. But Don and I right now is something completely different than me and you. And right now I'm dealing with you, so we're not talking about it. Look, I'm sorry for the phone thing. I'll try to stop, he said. He wasn't even going to give me a straight answer. Look, this isn't about trying this. It's about actually stopping. Who were you texting or whatever anyway? I asked. He looked like he might lie to me for a minute. I didn't even want to hear that kind of thing. Look, Jill, it's not that simple. How is it not that simple? I asked you a simple question. Who are you texting that's taking your time away from our work time? That's a simple question with a simple answer. Why couldn't you even tell me what I wanted to know? Why couldn't we get to the bottom of this? That's all I wanted. so we could work together in awesome harmony together again. I can't tell you. You'll get mad. I'm more mad that you won't tell me than whoever it could possibly be, so why don't you just spit it out? Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. Fine, I said. He looked at me like he still wasn't sure. God, this killed. I wasn't even sure I could handle it. I've been texting Jane. She's really nervous and she likes having someone she can talk to. She's been hard on her luck lately, Jill. I just sat there and blinked at him. He wasn't telling me something, and it was killing our relationship. That phone and Jane and all of it was killing our relationship. It's not just that she's nervous, I told him. I didn't even ask. No, technically not. I was furious and up to my eyeballs in the technically crap from everyone. I was done with it. Just cut the crap. Tell me the truth, John. You know as well as I do I'm not dumb and I know something is going on with you. I'm sleeping with her. We're dating, he said. It was a slap in the face. Get out. What? He asked. He didn't even know what was happening. You heard me. Get out. I didn't even look at him. You've got to be kidding me, Jill, he said. I didn't even want him here. I wanted him gone. I wanted to cry. I wanted him to understand that this was a lot to go through right now. You can't even tell me that you're dating someone before you ignore me. Get out of my house. Jill, he said and tried to make it up. I couldn't take it. Go away. I never understood what people meant about being heartbroken until that day. Donovan didn't come home until late, and I was wrapped in our comforter. Tear tracks stained on my face, eyes red and puffy, and he didn't say anything. That was when he was starting to figure things out. Something was wrong. I didn't even want to get out of the bed the next day. I didn't want to go to work, so I didn't. Donovan brought me coffee. I didn't drink it. I didn't do anything. I just kind of stayed in my cocoon and cried and ate a little bit. He didn't call, he didn't text, he didn't Facebook, didn't Twitter, didn't email, and most definitely didn't come over. Part of me was upset with how pathetic this looked, but I was hurt and I couldn't even find the will to get very far. I got my computer and started writing again. I did what I had to do. I kept the emails short and impersonal when sending them to Jonathan. He did the same. We were detached from each other. We didn't even look like we cared. There will be a blog post on my blog with all of this. I changed some of the words in the videoing, but if you guys want to read this excerpt, I will put it on there. I'm not entirely sure what to call this novel yet. I will do that, and so that'll be great, and I think you guys are gonna like it. So thank you guys so much for doing this and hearing me do this, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys have some suggestions. If you guys have any ideas about anything else you want me to do, please leave them in the comments. So please subscribe if you're new. Please remember to like this video if you really enjoyed it and want to watch it again. Put it in your favorites. Share on your Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, blog, etc., etc. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, guys.